Hey guys, Chris Panks here from Rapid Mortgage. You know what time it is? Time for NFL Panks Picks Week 17. But first, to recap last week, finished 2-3 with our NFL picks. Unfortunately, we made the mistake we've made all year, betting with the Browns. Home game in the 8-degree weather, minus 23 out there against a dome team, and they couldn't get it done. Kind of upsetting, whoever watched that game, but we've learned our lesson. We're going to leave the Browns on the sideline until next year, but I got some great picks for you this week, so let's head to the whiteboard. All right, guys, let's dive right into our picks. First game on the slate, we have Chicago going into Detroit. Detroit last week, I know we took them, did not pan out for us. Gave up over 300 yards on the ground. Chicago coming in there, not really much to play for, except, Justin Fields wants to end the season on a hot streak. I think Justin's going to, run wild. He's going to have a field day. We're going to roll with Chicago +6. And we got Miami going up to New England. Right now Miami's in the last wild card spot for the playoffs. New England's a half game behind them. This head-to-head matchup is really big for the division, for the wild card playoff. Miami has Tua sitting out. We got Teddy Bridgewater coming in. We're going to roll with Miami. Give us the 2.5 points. Give us the win up in New England. They have not been too impressive. Then we got Carolina going into Tampa. Anyone who watched that Tampa game versus Arizona, this is an ugly, ugly Tampa Bay Buccaneers team. Carolina's hot and cold. I think they can get that ground game going, run the ball a lot. 3 points, just enough to cover for us. Maybe a win, take over that division lead. We're going to roll with Carolina. And then we got Jacksonville heading into Houston. Jacksonville already has a division loss to Houston earlier in the year. The Jags have been red hot, though. Trevor Lawrence, that team's been playing really good. Houston, been playing good at home, hanging around there. But I think the Jags, want to seal that playoff spot. We're going to take the -4.5. Trevor Lawrence is going to get it done for us this week. And then we got the big Monday night matchup. A lot of playoff implications here. That number one seed still up for grabs. We got Buffalo going into Cincinnati. Like we've said the last couple weeks, Joe Burrow. You're giving Joe 1.5 points. Buffalo, favorite there in Cincinnati. We're going to roll with Burrow. We're going to roll with the hot hand. I think they've covered 9 straight games, 12 out of the last 13. Cincy all day, Joe Burrow all day. And then on to our CFP games. The playoffs start this weekend. We got, 2 great matchups. The first one, we have TCU versus that team up north. Unfortunately, I hate to pick the team up north, but I think this is going to be a close game to halftime. Second half, I think Harbaugh and the crew are going to pull away. I see this being like a 10 to 14 point win. Setting up possibly a rematch next week. We're going to go with the team up north to cover that -7.5. And then the big one, Ohio State versus Georgia. Georgia's favored by 6.5. Anyone that's a history buff knows last time Ohio State was the 4th seed in the tournament, the first year of it. We upset Alabama, knocked off the SEC, won the whole thing. I think this week, CJ Stroud, that offense, Ryan Day, have a second lease on life. Stetson Bennett for Georgia, Heisman finalist. They've been looking really good. I think Ohio State gets up early, makes them one-dimensional. I think the Buckeyes cover, but I think they're going to win, and we're going to get that rematch that we all hope for. All right, guys, there's my picks of the week. And remember, for all your mortgage needs, all your pre-approval needs, bet on a winner, bet on the Panks team at Rapid Mortgage. Thanks, guys.